Hey guys. Sometimes this is really scary for me. I have concepts in my mind that make sense and then I start talking and I get off on these tangents and I'm like, that don't make sense no more. Today I feel prompted to talk to you guys about whose business you are in. This could go a lot of different directions, I get that. This is a concept that I've learned over the past several years, and I don't remember the first source that I heard it, but it helped me so much as I practiced it and tried to understand it and tried to use it in my life. And that is, whose business are you in? There's so much to worry about, and there's so much that I've gotten stuck in my mind worrying about. So many people. I worry about my kids. I worry about if I'm teaching them enough, if I'm helping them enough to be able to be happy and healthy and function well in the world. I worry about my husband. I worry about my marriage. I worry about those things a lot. I worry about COVID and this pandemic and what it's going to do to the world, to my family. There's a lot. And I know that you guys have probably been there too. How do you get out of it? How do you stop worrying? Or how do you control everything so you don't have to worry? That's not an option. Identify your sphere of control. There are 3 types of businesses. Your business, somebody else's business, and God's business. If you don't believe in God, if that makes you uncomfortable, it simply means something that's bigger than us. Higher power, universe, greater than me, how it all works. Science. It simply means it's bigger than you. It's bigger than, you know, like COVID. It's bigger than us. Can we all agree on that? And with those 3 types of businesses, there's only one that you have control over, and that's you. Your choices, your attitude, your thinking, your beliefs. If I can remember those 3 things when I'm worried, if I can sit back and say, okay, is this God's business? Is it somebody else's business? Or is it mine? Is there something I can do? Is there a choice I can make right now that will help? I know that this topic can be very triggering, but in my experience, as I practice letting go of the things that I don't have control over, that's where I find my peace, my serenity, and my power. The only true power we have is in our choices, our own thinking and beliefs and actions. And while we can influence others, we cannot change others. We can't force them to see things our way. We can't force them to act or behave a certain way. We can only lead by our own choices, examples, and actions. This is where I start to get stuck because I have so much in my mind that I want to share with you guys that doesn't... I'm just gonna start rambling, and I don't want to do that. There's power in our choices. That is our only true power. And when we're worried, it might mean that we're trying to make choices or find control or find power in changing something outside of ourselves. There is no power in that. And that's why we're scared. That's why we're worried. That's why we get depressed and angry. That's not a blanket to all worry and depression and all of that, but that's where a lot of that comes from, is when we are trying to find safety and control outside of our choices and what we do have control over. And it takes faith. It takes faith to let go of what we don't have control over. Just an in-your-face example that is right now is COVID-19. We don't have control over the virus. We don't have control over the media. We only have control over what we think and believe and how we act. Everybody has a different opinion. Everybody has different knowledge that they've received that they have formed an opinion around. It's been interesting to watch how polarized people can get over everything that has gone on and over the virus and the way that the different countries and states and people are handling it. And I just have to remember all I can control is my business. I can control what I choose to do and think and say about it all. And that's tough. That's so tough because I've witnessed so much of people trying to control other people and their opinions and their actions, and there's just no peace in that. We can't. And we can't even control who we lose or how that happens. And that's why it's so scary. It's because we don't have control. But I encourage you to let go. Let go of the 2 and the 3. You don't have control over other people's business or God's business. You don't. And that's okay. You can have faith. And it might be triggering to you that I talk about faith. I just have to remember that that is your business. That's not mine. I have witnessed the power of being able to let go. I don't do it all the time. I have a lot of fear and worry, but at least now I have a way out of it and I can do my best. And I can know that my best is enough and that whatever happens around that is not my business. And you know another thing? What people think about you and say about you and feel about you is also none of your business. That's pretty damn awesome. I'm just saying. I've read a lot of pretty nasty comments about me and it's none of my business. I don't have to believe it. And that's the power of staying in our own truth, standing in our own light, making our own choices, forming our own opinions, hopefully having compassion for everyone else. I truly believe that we're all doing our best. We're all doing our best with the knowledge and experiences that we've been given. Let's just remember to mind our own business. Thanks, guys. Hope you have a great week. See you next time.